What if I told you that there is a predictor that is backed by a lot of science showing that there are some traits that will almost guarantee your success in franchise ownership? After working with hundreds of franchise owners across 20 years, I look at the research and the secret is actually surprisingly simple, and some may even call it boring. My name is Joe Salza. I am a partner here at Friendship Consultants, where we help individuals look for, vet, and eventually invest in purpose-driven franchises. Today, our topic is how can you succeed in franchise ownership? So let's start by what people think they need in order to succeed in franchise ownership. First is usually experience. They ask, Joe, I don't have any experience in this field. Is that going to be an issue? Second, any level of degree, any higher education in that field. And third, they usually want to pick like the perfect brand with the perfect track record. And they also think that that's going to drive success in business ownership or franchise ownership. In reality, having a lot of experience or a higher degree or picking a brand that's been around for 50 years will help you achieve success, but it's not the main predictor. I personally know franchisees that had zero experience when they started their franchise and they still did extremely well. And I still know a lot of franchisees with no higher degree and they're still doing well. For one unique reason, franchising, it's all about systems and protocols. So franchisors are usually not looking for people with a lot of experience. Sometimes they even prefer when people don't have any experience so they can actually learn and follow a proven system. So when I start researching about this topic, I came across a study that was done a while back. And I'll leave that link here in the description so you can check it out. The study was very lengthy and it was extremely well done by Science Direct. And what it shows is that success, it's a lot less about background and intelligence and degrees, and it's a lot more about behavior and how you approach that business and how you implement the behaviors that are actually necessary for you to succeed in that line of business. In other words, this research shows that it's not really about what you know, and it's a lot more about what you do, and more importantly, about what you consistently do day in and day out to achieve that success. And some of those things can be extremely boring, and you still have to do them. And the research shows that those that are capable, keeping doing the things that they must do, they still get it done no matter what, and they do that for the long term. So why franchising rewards boring behaviors? Well, let's think about what franchising really is. Franchising is a business that did extremely well. That business owner saw the potential to replicate that business model through franchising. So it was created over protocols, systems, how-tos. And if you invest into a franchise, that's the whole point, for you to follow what was already created. You don't have to go out and recreate that system or try to reinvent the marketing protocol or the sales protocol. You just have to follow them. And if you do it constantly, I know one specific franchise that required the franchisees to do 50 sales calls a day. And if you do that across months in and months out, there are going to be so many sales calls that your business is going to be doing in a single day that you can't help it but land a number of sales. And I remember going through the training, they usually say, yes, you're going to get a lot of no's, but if you do this many every day, 5 days a week, you will expect to land this many yes, and out of those many yes, you're going to close that much business. So it was very interesting and eye-opening, because once franchisees would actually follow at least 50 sales calls a day, the numbers were always coming in every single time. But those that tried to do it differently, they could not achieve the same results. So what are those traits that most extremely successful franchisees all have that I experienced in my professional career, and also this study point out to? Discipline, reliability, and persistence. This may sound very simple, it may sound kind of boring, but these are the top traits that a franchise owner must have to guarantee success in the long term. So let me give you some examples. In discipline, doing what it needs to be done. Sometimes you don't feel like it, but you must do it. Following the system. Remember, you invested into a franchise. There is no reason for you to go out there and try to do things on your own. Follow the system that you bought into in the first place. In reliability, how about showing up for your team, showing up for your staff, showing up for yourself? You owe it to yourself. You invested a ton of money into this franchise. So yes, be reliable. And if people expect you to be a certain time, if people expect feedback, if people expect leadership from you, show up. and provide them. And if you don't know how, rely on a franchisor so you can actually promote reliability within your team and lead by example. And if there's one trait that I've seen time over time across almost 20 years that truly makes a difference in highly successful franchise owners, is persistence, because this is the one that's going to help you push through when times get challenging. And they will. Remember, this is business ownership. It will be tricky. It will be challenging. At times, you're going to question yourself why you did this in the first place. But if you're able to persist and go through the tough times, 100% of the time, you will come out stronger and you will do better. And next time around, it's not going to feel as hard as it was the first time, because you're also going to have the experience that you obtained going through that challenging time. So if I had to pick one out of the three here, persistence will definitely be it. So if you're early on in your process of looking for a franchise and you believe you have these three traits, discipline, persistence, and reliability, then you're off to a great start. But if you don't, you must ask yourself, are these traits that I can really work towards and get good at it? Because if the answer is no, you may want to question yourself if franchise ownership is really a good option for you. And that's it for our video today. Remember, here at Friendship, all we do is helping individuals look for, vet, and invest in purpose-driven franchises. Please share this video, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.